Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm finally getting around to doing another pregnancy update. Today I am 34 weeks and 4 days pregnant. I haven't really had any chance to sit down and do one of these because unfortunately Zoe's in this phase where she just will not nap during the day. And it makes it a lot harder for me to get these kind of videos done. It's 10 o'clock at night right now. I got no makeup on and I'm in my PJs. I'm ready to go to bed. But I really wanted to get this done before next thing I know I'm 35 weeks and So physically I am feeling very pregnant. I am exhausted all the time. I don't know if the baby has dropped or not, but I feel a lot lighter like when I sit down. I don't feel her so much in my ribs when I sit down, that kind of thing. So I haven't noticed a different shape in my belly, so I don't really know if she's dropped or not, but I am feeling a little bit lighter. For the past, I guess, 4 weeks or so, she has been head down, and since being told that she is head down, I don't know if that's made the difference or not, but I have had no sciatica pain. My hips, my back, all of that kind of stuff feels completely normal for this far along in my pregnancy. Like, obviously I have some like pains here and there, but like it's not anywhere close to what I had been feeling the whole rest of this time. So I'm very thankful that she has either repositioned herself to get off a nerve, or I don't know what it is, but I am healed. Thank all that is holy right now. Heartburn has returned with a vengeance. I don't know if I mentioned that last time or if it was even back last time I did an update, but I actually switched my over-the-counter heartburn medication from like just regular extra strength Tums to like 12-hour like Zantac. Also feeling really hungry lately, so I know around this time baby's packing on some extra fat, just getting so chubby and cute and ready for all the snuggles, so that's probably why my appetite has increased. I do try my best to eat, I wouldn't say healthy, but I do my best to make smart choices throughout my day, so I'm not just binging on junk and empty calories and things. Like, I try to eat things that are going to fill me up and keep me going until my next snack. Except today, while I was making dinner, I needed something sweet and I had a yogurt and that didn't do it for me, so I took a spoonful of chocolate frosting from the fridge and just ate it, and it was delicious and I have no regrets. Last week I had a midwife appointment and that went well. I had blood work done. I don't know if that's very common to do this far in the pregnancy. I had it done because I had skipped the gestational diabetes screening, so they weren't aware of my iron levels or anything like that. Although they did say that my iron levels were like through the roof the first time around, and like although women do lose like 10 to 15 points or something like that, even if I did, I'd still be like way above average. So they're not worried about that, but you know what? Might as well just do it. I'm having a hard time catching my breath all the time. Midwives still have no concerns about the baby or myself. There was like a little, I don't know if I would call it a miscommunication or maybe it just slipped their minds. Where I'm from, you get 2 midwives throughout your whole pregnancy. You see them and only them unless there's like an emergency or they're both at a birth or something like that. You don't see them at the same time. It's just like they're 2 different people, but they're the same person kind of thing. So one of them will be at your birth and you just build a relationship with each of them. I do have the same midwives that I had when I was pregnant with Zoe. I had a fantastic experience with them. My sister Rachel actually had them as well. But the one midwife, I noticed I haven't seen him since like September or something, and I was just like, oh, I don't know, maybe he's always busy or maybe scheduling or whatever, like, I don't know. But I was starting to wonder like why I hadn't seen him. I just didn't bring it up. And So I go in for my appointment this week. I also have a student with me. So when I saw the name on the appointment card, for some reason I assumed that was the student, even though I know her name and I've like heard it this whole year. I'm just terrible with names. So I just assumed that's who she was. So after she did my blood work and we talked a little bit, she's like, okay, great. Like, I'll go get Sarah and we'll have a listen to the baby. And I was like, wait a minute. Who's Sarah? And she comes in, she's like, hi, it's so nice to finally meet you. And I'm your other midwife. And I was just like, oh. She's like, you didn't know about me? And I was like, no, I didn't. I knew Otis, I knew Jessica. I have no idea who you are. She's just like, oh, and like her and the student looked at each other and they're just like, so apparently one of my midwives had to go off on emergency leave in September, and just through all the craziness going on in the office and what have you, it slipped their minds to tell me, so I don't have him anymore. I am a little bit sad because he was so awesome, but this midwife seems very, very, very nice. She made me feel comfortable right away. I got no weird vibes or anything like that. So it's going to be interesting getting to know this midwife so late in my pregnancy. But you know what? It doesn't really bother me. I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, well, I haven't known you for 34 weeks, so I don't want you anywhere near me. I'm just like, you know what? She's got the, you know, the credentials and the training and the experience to deliver babies and take care of women, so all right, nice to meet you. The closer I get to my due date, I'm starting to have a little bit of anxiety about being in labor and giving birth. I'm sure that's really, really common, especially like, well, I shouldn't say especially, because I was really anxious this time with Zoe because I've never given birth before, so I wasn't sure what to expect or anything, and I did have a positive experience with Zoe, so I'm very thankful for that. But even still, like, not every labor and delivery is going to be the same, so yes, I know what to expect, but at the same time, anything can happen, so I don't really know what to expect. But I am trying to get myself into that mind frame where I can do this. Women do this all the time. We've been doing it from day one. Yes, there are amazing medical advances, so to where we do not have to suffer, but I just want to challenge myself and see what I'm capable of. I have written out my list of what I'm going to be packing in my hospital bag. I haven't packed it yet, but I am at least like checking things off as I've bought them, or you know, as I think of them. It's just getting so real. I have had a few points lately where I've just almost been in tears, just completely done. I'm really, really, really ready for her to be here. If you've been following my pregnancy updates, you've probably noticed I haven't mentioned anything about a baby shower, and that's because Gillis and I have decided that we don't really need a baby shower. Zoe's only going to be 3 years old, and we knew we were going to have more children. We just lucked out that it was another girl. We did still have like 90% of our baby stuff, like the crib, the bassinet, breast pumps, like all that kind of stuff. Like, we still had it all. I did pass on Zoe's clothes as she grew up, but I passed them on to my sister, who ended up finding out she's having a boy, so they've been passed back to me. And I just have to go through, you know, what I'm going to be keeping, what I'm going to be passing on. Obviously, we're going to be getting baby her own little outfits because, you know, you don't want to have all of your sister's things. You want to be your own person too. So mainly the only thing that we're going to really need is diapers and wipes. People come to visit us once she's here. If they feel compelled to bring a gift, they can, but we just didn't want to, you know, throw a big party and be like, oh, you know, nice to see you guys again. Just bring us all this stuff again. Gilles did mention something about him having like a diaper party with him and his buddies. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but it's not a big deal. We're not worried about it at all. It's just not something that we felt we needed for this pregnancy. If we were having a boy, might be a little bit of a different story, because like we'd need to like buy clothes and like accessories that aren't so, I don't know, not that there's anything wrong with little boys having feminine things, but you know, emotionally I've been feeling very needy. I want Gillis all to myself all the time. I just want to be with him. I want to talk to him. I want him to talk to me. Like, I do remember being like this with my first pregnancy, but like we always laugh, like, just look at my face. Like, that's like, I feel like a little lost puppy dog lately, and I don't know why. I feel so clingy. I've also been feeling very emotional when it comes to Zoe. It's getting more and more intense because the pregnancy is coming to an end. I also know that means my time of being just her mama and not having to, you know, share myself with anybody else, I mean other than her father, but like not having to share my time and my attention and that, all that kind of stuff, that's coming to an end too, and it makes me so upset, but like in a good way. I know this is one of the best gifts you can give your child as a sibling, but it's still like heart-wrenching for me. It's a very strange feeling. If you have more than one child, let me know in the comments below if you were feeling the same way, or if you are pregnant with your second child. Are you feeling that strange, bittersweet, you know, almost like a grieving period? Like I almost feel like I'm grieving, but yet I know good things are on their way. Alright, I'm gonna change the subject before I start crying. I think it's about time I go ahead and show you the bump. Let me know if you think she's dropped or not. Like I said, I can't really tell a difference in the shape or positioning of my belly, but I do notice when I'm sitting, it's not so high up. Alright, so this is my 34-week bump. I don't know, see what it, maybe, you know what, maybe she has, because see how this part here, it's a lot more, I don't know, empty, I guess. That's from there, from the front, woo, from this side. I'll go a little bit and show you. There you go. Belly button. I think they are stretch marks. I think I mentioned that before. I don't really know. But other than that, I haven't really got any marks. I'm a lot more veiny. I haven't noticed my linea nigra darkening at all. Oh, baby. So to sum the last couple weeks up, I've been feeling exhausted and needy and hungry and emotional and anxious and just ready to give birth. I just have to get these baby clothes washed and sorted and put away, and yeah, it's getting real, guys. Thank you so much for watching, even though I have no makeup on and I'm in my pajamas, and I'm not going to apologize for that because I am exhausted and it's the only time I've had to do it, but I will apologize for this very orangey lighting. If this is going to start being my new normal of only being able to film at night once she's in bed, I will probably invest in some nicer lights. And quickly before I go, I did start an Instagram account for this channel. You can click the little widget thing on the banner at the top, or I will link my Instagram below. I will be trying to post something every day, and I would just like it to be somewhere where we can, you know, have more casual chats and you can keep up with me, especially on days where I'm not uploading. So you can head over there and give me a follow if you'd like to stay connected outside of YouTube, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.